Maximizers, welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, I want to welcome you all here. My name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I'm a business coach. I help women start and grow a profitable business that they love. I help women utilize social media to build an audience and make consistent money in their business. In today's live, I want to share with you my unorthodox, not so everyday tips for starting a business. Last night I talked about things you should know before business, and today I want to talk about some tips that can help you whether you're just starting or you have a business. So I would love to know who's watching. Let me know in the comments what city, what state, what country you are watching from. And if you want to start a business, put some money signs in the chat. If you want to start a business, put some money signs in the chat. If you want to start a business, put some money signs in the chat. If you're like, Crystal, I am ready to start a business. I am ready to stop holding myself back. I am ready to get away from this 9 to 5. I am ready to make money on my own time. I am ready to do the damn thing. Put some money signs in the chat and tell me, what kind of business are you interested in starting? I am live on all of my platforms. I have 2 YouTube channels, a Facebook page, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay. So, all right. I see Lori put some money signs in the chat. Lori, what kind of business are you looking to start? And guess what? It's okay if you're like, Crystal, I just know I want to have a business. I don't know what that business is going to be. I've known that I was going to be a business owner since I was a child. I sold snowballs. I sold candy bars out of my backpack. I sold fans in the streets of my neighborhood. So I have known my whole life that I was going to be a business owner. I just didn't know what my business was going to be. It wasn't until I was 28 years old. I took a week off of social media. I closed down my old side hustle, which was recruiting nurses. And I sat with God. I had a come to Jesus talk with myself. And I was like, what am I going to do? What businesses I'm going to start? Because this 9 to 5 is not it. I was making almost $80,000 a year as a 28-year-old. And I was a recruiter for a timeshare company. And I liked recruiting, but it was not the thing I wanted to do forever. And the Lord placed it in my heart, couponing. I couponed my whole adult life. So at that point, I had been couponing for 10 years. I could do it with my eyes closed. I could go to any store. And I loved it. And I had taught people like for free, just off of like, hey, why are you paying full price for this? And I just didn't think that I could make money couponing. Well, I'm here to tell you that I started a YouTube channel. It turned into a coaching business. And I was able to make over 6 figures teaching people how to coupon, how to budget, how to save money. So you don't have to know today, right now, what your business is. All you have to know is that you have a desire to have a business. You are ready to put in the work. You're ready to invest some time and some money, and you're ready to have this business. And literally, you can have it. That's literally how I started. And I transitioned in 2023 to being a full-time business coach, which means after helping women for almost 5 years budget, coupon, better manage their finances, I decided that I wanted to help women make more money, because nothing bad happens when women make more money. So as a business coach, I help women do something that they love and turn it into a business. Bessie, hey. Thank you so much for joining. You're in Florida. Where are you in Florida? Because guess what? I'm in Florida too. Where are you? I would like to go to people's homes and put up a blow-up screen and show movies with popcorn and all. So you want to offer a service for families where you can provide them an outdoor viewing experience of a movie, like in their backyard or in their front yard. Is that what you mean, Lori? Bessie says, I want to open a business, DIY essentials for women and girls. Okay. What do you mean DIY essentials? What does that mean? And what exactly are you selling in that? I'm wanting to open a new business, DIY essentials for women and girls. Let me know a little bit more specifically. But Lori, I love that. Ocala. Okay. I'm in the Orlando area, so we are not too far away from each other. So tell me a little bit more about your business idea just so that I can understand what you mean. But Lori, I freaking love your idea of being able to bring that experience to people. A lot of families are looking for experiences that they can have at home, in their neighborhood, with their family, with their friends. This is also something that you can do like in a corporate space. This seems like really awesome for like birthday parties. If you want to do backyard movies, I think that's an amazing business idea. Have you started that at all? Have you started that? Have you done anything with that? What is your process with that right now, Lori? That's an amazing business idea. So I'm going to share with you some of my unorthodox business tips as someone who's been in business since 2018. I started my YouTube channel, Krista Maximizer, in 2018. I started coaching women in 2019. So these are some things that I have learned that can be very helpful for you, whether you're just starting or you've been in business. Lori, are you ready to get started? Because this is amazing. This is absolutely, I love that. Okay, so first business tip I have for you is you have to work on your mindset. You have to work on your mindset. I'm going to get your questions in just a second. You have to work on your mindset. You have to be what I like to call disgustingly positive. You have to be delusional. You have to know that no one is ever going to believe in you as much as you and God. Those are the only two people that are going to believe in you at the highest level. You have to believe in yourself with certainty that no matter what the road in front of me looks like, I am going to get to where I want to go. You have to have unwavering faith in yourself that no matter where you want to get to, you will get there, even if it's not on the path that you thought in your mind that you would take. If you would have told me 10 years ago, so if you would have told 24-year-old Crystal, who just had a baby, that she would be able to have a multiple six-figure coaching business that started with her teaching people how to coupon, she would laugh in your face expeditiously. She would look at you like you had 10 heads and you were crazy. I knew that I was going to have a business. I didn't think I was going to be somebody's business coach. I didn't think I was going to be somebody's money coach. I didn't think I would be somebody's influencer. What was an influencer when I was 24? Like what was that, right? So you have to believe in yourself. But I didn't know that I was going to have a business. I didn't know what that business was going to look like, but I knew I was going to have a business. So you have to work on your mindset. What does that mean? You have to positively affirm yourself every day, multiple times per day. Regardless of what happens in your life and in your business, you have to find the positive. I'm going to give y'all a real life non-business example that literally happened to me 3 days ago. One of my one-on-one clients, shout out to you, you know who you are. We did in person, and she was like, hey, can I pay my payment in cash? I have like half my payment in cash. Will you take this cash and then just invoice me for the rest? I said, cool, right? I was going to Atlantic City with my family. Having cash on hand was perfect. I was going to have to go to the ATM either way. She gave me this cash in November. I used the cash, whatever. I get back home on a Sunday and I go to the ATM. I go to the ATM and I put a bunch of bills in the ATM. I put over $600 into the ATM, all 20s. The ATM does not process my deposit, and it says, we can't process your deposit, take your money back. If you ever been to the ATM, that thing opened, my money did not come out. Like I could see the 20s in there, but it didn't push my money out. So here I am at the drive-through ATM on a Sunday afternoon, digging my fingers in that ATM, trying to get my goddamn money out. I'm getting my money out, okay? And this money that I'm putting in the bank has a purpose. Your girl was going to pay her rent with that money. I was going to deposit it and then pay my rent, okay? I only got about half of my money out. Over $300 of my money was stuck in that ATM. I had a meltdown. I was livid. I had never in all my years of using an ATM had this happen to me. Crystal's immediate reaction, I was mad, I was pissed, I was angry. I allowed myself to be angry for 5 minutes. And then I said, how can I fix this? Number one, I called my sister for moral support. She lives in a whole different state, but just having her on the phone was comfort. I vented to her. Hey, T. I vented to her. I told her the terrible situation. Then it was like, I still need to deposit the rest of this money So I had to go to another ATM. The next ATM was 10 miles away. So we're talking about mindset, right? As pissed as I was, I said to myself, you still have to deposit this money to pay your rent. So to stay positive, I said, the good thing is I can drive to another ATM. It may be 10 miles away, but I have to drive to another ATM. I drove 10 miles to that ATM, and y'all would not believe, my sister is my witness. I get to this ATM, I'm on FaceTime with my sister. There's an ATM card stuck in this ATM, and the ATM has a black screen of death. And I bust out laughing. I said, God don't want me to deposit this money today. Thankfully, I had my negative moment, and I said, thankfully, staying positive, right? I said, there's another ATM a half a mile the other way. It's actually the better of the banks. If we're being honest, it's newer, it's updated, it's the best. I go there, I deposit the rest of my money, no issues. But the biggest issue is $300 is stuck in that ATM. That money has been accounted for. That money has a purpose. That money has a job. So I immediately get pissed because I'm like, dang, now I'm 300 something short for my rent. And I've been outside for like an hour because at this point, I wasn't expecting to drive 10 miles. This bank that the money got stuck in is like 2 miles from my house. So I'm like, you know what, God? I'm grateful in this moment. How did I stay positive? Because I had the money in another account that I could use to pay my rent. So why am I telling you this story? Because Crystal 5 years ago would have been so mad about that ATM. Her mindset would have been so jacked up that she would not have had the strength, the courage, or the vision, because I would have been crying so bad, to drive to another ATM. I wouldn't have been able to do it. My mindset was, this situation sucks, but how can I find a solution and stay positive with it? I transferred. This happened on Sunday. It's Tuesday. I transferred the money. I paid my rent. Yesterday, I had other bills to pay. So on Monday, I paid all the bills with all the money that I had, and I'm traveling on Wednesday. So I'm sitting here like, Lord, I'm going to need them to give me my money back because that money is allocated for something, okay? And I was sitting here like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Okay. Lo and behold, some of my clients paid their bills on time. Shout out to them. And I woke up this morning. They said, oh, we're processing your claim. I said, great. Maybe I'll get it back in the next day or two. Look at my bank account a couple hours later, the money's there. The money is there. Now, you're probably like, what does this have to do with mindset? It has everything to do with mindset. Because when you are starting a business, you have to decide to be mentally tough. On Sunday, I had to decide to be positive. Did I vent? Did I tell all my closest friends and family the ATM done stole my money? Absolutely. Did I have moments of madness? Absolutely. But I said, you know what? I'd rather my checking accounts be mad low and everything is taken care of. And when they get my money back, I get to pay myself back and redistribute my money. Then for me to sit here and be angry and upset, because that does not help me. As a business owner, situations similar to this happen every daggone day. If you do not have a positive mindset routine, one bad day, bad hour, bad minute can ruin you for the week. You want to know what my sister said to me? She was like, do not let this one thing ruin your good day. Because I was like, sister, I was going to have a good day. And she said, and you still can. And I was like, you know what? You are absolutely right. And in that moment, I decided that I was going to have a good day. I decided that I was going to be positive. So as you are starting your business, as you are going in your business, you have to decide every day to be positive. You have to decide that you are going to find solutions to your problems. You have to decide that everything is going to work out in your favor, even if it doesn't look the way that you decided. Because on Sunday, your girl was 10 steps away from a breakdown. And I was like, you know what? That is not going to help me solve the problem. Does this make sense? Give me some likes if this makes sense, okay? You have to work on your mindset. On the daily, the way that I got to this tough mindset is journaling. Journaling is my number one mindset tool. I literally write down my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, my desires, my new story, my prayers. It doesn't have to be a lot. Start with what you're grateful for. Start with how you want your day to look. Write out all of your fears, all of the negative things, and then rewrite why they are not true. Okay? That has helped me with my mindset tenfold, along with deciding to be positive in every situation. Deciding that I can vent and be mad. If it's a situation, I got an hour to be mad. After that hour, it's time to find solutions. So, my first business tip for you, you have to have strong faith in yourself, your mindset. Okay. Now, I don't know if these ladies are still here. I hope you are. Lori says, I'm just trying to buy some stuff and get a little hands on what I should be able to do. I design journals and inspirational pieces for girls, keychains, Bibles, DIY pens. Okay, that's good. I would say, Bessie, if you are getting started, pick one or two pieces and perfect them to sell them. For Lori, I would say start small. You may not be able to have everything, but right now you offer the service where you come in and you offer a backyard movie night and you offer the snacks. And eventually you buy the big screen and all the things, but you start with what you have and go from there. Start small, okay? Start focused. So, mindset is my first tip. My second tip, build your tribe. If you are new in business, I am here to tell you, you're most likely, not all the times, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, your friends, your family, your extended family, they are not going to support you in business the way that you think they should. They are not going to be the people sharing your posts. They're not going to be the people buying from you. If you are not around a group of entrepreneurs, your friends and family do not understand that you want to be a business owner. They do not understand the mental toughness that is required of a business owner. They don't understand your thought process. They're not going to understand the way in which you are investing in yourself and in your business. They cannot comprehend. So I want to tell you right now, the people you think that are going to support you most in business most likely will not. If they do, congratulations. You are the 10% of us who had very supportive friends and family. But 90% of people do not have that and do not get that. Do not expect people to support you. Okay? Instead, build a tribe of people who understand what you're going through. How do you do that? Number one, the freest way, you make connections on the internet. You can make connections with like women, like industries on Instagram. You can do that in Facebook groups. You can do that on TikTok. You can do that on YouTube by following YouTubers, building connections. You can also do that by joining a program. I found my biz bestie in a group coaching program. I didn't even need much of what that group coaching program had, but my purpose for joining that group coaching program was to find my biz bestie, whom of which in this year, in January, February, it'll be like 3 years that we have been friends. And we found each other in 2021 in a group coaching program. I have found my business friends by going to in-person events, by going to virtual events, by being a part of masterminds and group coaching programs. I have found business friends. I have found women who understand what you're going through as a business owner. And for me as a coach, for me as a Black woman, I've been able to find my tribe of people. Does this make sense? So you need to surround yourself with people who are going to motivate and uplift you. Me and my biz bestie talk almost every single day. Okay? Almost every single day. Bare minimum, we're speaking every single week. If we don't talk for a few days, we're like, girl, are you okay? Are you alive? Like, what's going on? And sometimes we have family and we have holidays and vacations and we won't talk for a couple days, which is understandable. But outside of that, we like, girl, what you doing? You didn't talk to me today, right? The spouses, the families, like they know when we talk to each other, right? So you've got to be around people who can support you in that way. Sure did. Yes, we did. You have to be around people that can support you in that way. My one-on-one client, you know, that one that paid me cash, that got stuck in the ATM, me and her had to have a talk because she thought that all of these people in her life and in her family and her friends would be super supportive. Her spouse is very supportive. She has a good friend that's very supportive. But there's certain people that she thought would be her biggest champions, and they are not. So we really had to work through like understanding that Sometimes you really do have to pay to be in the room with the people that are going to support you. Like my coach, I invested with her in 2019. I'm still with her to this day, but I would not have been able to be in a room with someone of that caliber unless I invested to be there. So you have to decide to put yourself around the people who can support you and you can support back. Okay? Because a lot of times your friends and your family, explaining things to them, they're not going to understand. I'm not about to call my mom and talk to her if I'm going to make a big investment in a coach or something. She may not get it. My mom is also a business owner, so she gets some of it, but not all of it. I'm not about to call her. My dad would probably be a better option. I would not be calling my father like, hey, should I do? No, absolutely not. He just does not get that. Okay. So build your tribe and you can start today. If there's anyone that you connect with, reach out to them. Hey, can we hop on a Zoom? Hey, can we hop on a FaceTime? Like, let's chat. Let's support each other. Let's hold each other accountable. Okay. My third tip for you, this is a huge mistake that I made in my business. Huge. And I tell all of my clients, don't be like me. Do not make this mistake. Start an email list from day zero. So when you start your business Instagram, when you start your business TikTok, when you decide it's time to get your LLC, you should have already started an email list. Now, basically, what an email list is, it's a database where you are going to collect the names, emails. I also collect phone numbers. You can also collect social media handles of individuals who are interested in working with you or buying from you in some form of fashion. When you subscribe to an email list, you are self-identifying that, hey, I like you, I'm interested, I might want to buy from you either today or in the future. Growing an email list means that you have a direct connection to your ideal client. Every single one of us who is watching me on one of these platforms, you are subscribed to somebody's email list and they send you emails and you stay subscribed on the email list of people you like, companies you want to buy from, small businesses you want to support. When you become a business owner, the only thing that you own is your website and your email list. We do not own social media. If these social medias go down, and they have, and people have lost their everlasting minds, okay? Everlasting minds, okay? You need to have a way to connect your current, your future, and your past interested clients. Okay? So you want to be building up your email list. I am the queen of start a wait list. If you're going to be launching something in March and you know today that you're launching it in March, you should start telling people, I'm going to be launching my group coaching program, the Brain to Business Bootcamp, in January. Get on the wait list right now if you're interested. I'm going to be selling my brand new lip gloss next week. Get on the wait list so when I launch it next week, you get it. Sorry, I was banning 2 people on YouTube and they kind of messed me up. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting a bunch of spammy people on YouTube right now, so forgive me. So I'm the queen of setting up a wait list. My client, that one-on-one client, she's launching in February. We're opening up her wait list within the next week or so. So people can start saying, hey, I want to buy your products right now. So we can build up a couple hundred people. So as we get close to the launch, we can email them and say, these are the products that we're launching. This is the prices. This is when they're going to be available. If you're the first to buy, you get this discount, you get this bonus, you get this and this and this and this. Okay. You want to build an email list. I did not start my email list until I had probably 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. If I would have started my email list from day one, I would have probably had over 10,000 on my email list. But I didn't know that I didn't know. It wasn't until I went to an in-person event, I invested in myself. I went to a conference and they were talking about email lists, email lists. I was like, what do y'all mean? What do y'all mean? I didn't know as a business owner, I should have been building an email list. So when I launched my course, I had people to sell to, right? You cannot sell to an empty audience. So building your email list allows you to build up people who self-identify that they want to buy. So now you'll see me as I'm building up my new YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. I say, hey, get on my email list and get my free training. Get on my email list and get my free training. I know that all the people who got my free training are interested in starting or growing their business in some form of fashion. So I can email them directly and sell my group coaching programs to them. Right? I just sent out an email yesterday to let my email list know that the Brain to Business Bootcamp is starting in January. This is my 8-week group coaching program where I help you figure out your business idea, your offer, pricing your first offer, and choosing your social media platform to build your audience and sell to. In 8 weeks, you go from no business to having your business and being ready to build your audience so that you can sell to them. This program starts January 8th, and I have 10 spots available. I sent that email out to my email list. Okay. I'm going to be talking about the Brain to Business Bootcamp every single day that I show up on social media, because this program is we're going to walk together. I'm going to hold your hand, and this program is going to help you go from no business to a business in just 8 weeks. Okay. If I didn't have an email list, I'd only have social media. Right? And if my social medias get taken away, I literally have nothing. You have no way to contact your audience. So if you're just thinking about a business, once your business is solidified and you know what you're going to sell and when you're going to sell it, it's time to start building that email list. It's time to start building that email list. Okay. And I also want you to think about, how many times has your favorite company, your favorite business emailed you and you bought something from them? Have they sent you a text and you bought something from them? We're used to email marketing. So you're doing yourself a disservice by starting a business and not having email marketing. Okay. Next tip. Let me take a sip of my smoothie. My next tip for you is to get clear on your messaging and who you are helping to solve a problem. So I always say the best businesses solve a problem and offer convenience. Okay. So you want to get crystal clear on what problem you are solving and who you are solving it for. So I am helping women solve the problem of starting their businesses from scratch. I'm helping them get unstuck. I'm helping them figure out, like, okay, this is the business I actually want. Like, yes, this business could hypothetically make me $20,000 a month, but this is the business that I actually would enjoy to do, right? So I'm helping you solve the problem of figuring out how to start your business. Who I'm helping is I'm helping women. Specifically, I'm helping like millennial aged women. Okay. We're going 28 to 45 ish. That's the age range of women that I want to help. And I'm very clear on how I help you. I help you start a business and I help you grow a business to making $1,000 per month. I'm very clear on my messaging. I know who I'm helping. I know how I'm helping them. I had 2 group coaching programs. The Brain to Business Bootcamp is for you if you don't have your business already, and the Side Hustle Society is for you if you already have your business and you're not making a consistent $1,000 per month. So if you are confused about what you're selling, how much it costs, who it's for, your audience is going to be confused on, should I buy this? Is this for me? What is this thing? So you want to get crystal clear on who you're helping, why you're helping them, and how you will help them get the results that they desire. So it doesn't matter if you're selling lip gloss, a t-shirt, or a coaching program, a course, an ebook. Who are you helping solve the problem? How are you helping them solve it? And how do they get more of what they want from the thing that you are selling? You want to make sure you are crystal clear on that. My last tip. This one usually ruffles some feathers, but I'm going to stand on what the kids say, stand on business. I've been watching too many TikToks. Choose one social media platform to start with. Build your audience and sell from there. If you are just now starting a business is hard. I talked about this last night on my live. Business is hard. We are not here to sugarcoat it. Business gets to be easy, but it's always going to be hard. There's going to be parts of it that rattle you. This is the best thing I've ever done in life. And it's also been one of the hardest things I've ever done in life, next to being someone's mother. Because that is also hard in a different way. Okay. If you start a business and you are trying to post on every single social media, you are going to burn yourself out and probably make no money. So unless you have millions of dollars to pay for ads on all the platforms and someone to create content for you on every platform and manage the content, if you are a small business, if you are a one-man show trying to post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, LinkedIn, is going to burn you out. I suggest you choose one platform and build it. Excuse me. When I started, I focused on YouTube. I only made content for YouTube. Now, I did have an Instagram page and a Facebook business page. All I did was took my YouTube thumbnail, posted it, and said, I just posted a video on YouTube about whatever the video was about. Go watch on YouTube. That was it. So was I posting on 3 platforms? Yes. Was I creating content for 3 platforms? No. I create content on YouTube and I reposted the same exact content on Instagram and Facebook. It wasn't until almost 2 years later, in 2020, with the help of my virtual assistant, that I start to make specific content for Instagram. And then that Instagram content was shared to Facebook. And then at the end of 2020, I got paid. Listen to me. I got paid to post on TikTok. So the end of 2020 is when I started to create specific content for TikTok. That's only because they paid me. I got paid a couple $1,000s to make TikToks for 60 days. But at this point, my YouTube channel was a well-oiled machine after 2 years. And what I posted on TikTok, I posted that stuff over on Instagram. So Instagram and Facebook have always been a repurposed platform. Now, here and there, I've created some fresh content for Instagram. But if I'm being 1,000% honest for you, most of my Instagram content is repurposed. Meaning it's a thought, an idea, a concept, a video from another platform that I'm posting on Instagram. That's what Instagram and Facebook gets repurposed. Today in 2023, I started a brand new YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to Build a Business with Chris, KRYS. I post pretty much 3 times a week, business content, business tips, techniques, all the things, okay? I only focus on YouTube content in 2023. I'm live on all my platforms right now, but I only focus on creating brand new content for YouTube. Okay? From one YouTube video, I make 5 to 8 shorts that I post as YouTube shorts, that I post that same thing on TikTok and Instagram because my audiences are different. But I am taking that same video. Now, sometimes I will re-record it for TikTok or Instagram, but it's the same idea. Give me some likes or some yeses in the comments if that makes sense. I'm not creating anything new. Sometimes I will sit down and record specifically for TikTok or Instagram. But 9 times out of 10, I'm cutting that ish and repurposing it for TikTok and Instagram. Now, when I go live, I decided it does not hurt me to go live on all my platforms at once. It only helps me. So I use StreamYard to go live on both my YouTube channels and my Facebook page. Then I have 2 phones, and I got one for TikTok and one for Instagram. So this is me being Chris the Maximizer in the truest form. If I'm just going to go live on YouTube anyway, turn these cameras on and maximize my reach. And again, the ideas, the tips that I'm sharing with you are all ideas that are derived from my YouTube videos. So when I sit down to create content, I literally am like, what 15 videos am I creating from YouTube for this month? From those 15 video ideas, I'm going to make my shorts. I'm going to make my reels. I'm going to make my TikToks. I'm going to come up with my live topics from those same 15 ideas. So every month, I only have to rack my brain for about 15 YouTube video ideas. Does this make sense, my friends? Does this make sense? I want you to pick one platform to start with. One. And build it, maximize it, use it for everything. The only exception to my rule is even when I was just posting on YouTube content, I did my Instagram stories every day because Instagram stories was freeing for me. I didn't have to curate it. I just got on there and I basically just showed everybody what I was doing. It was like a day in the life, right? I was just sharing behind the scenes what happens. If you follow me on Instagram, you heard the story about that ATM taking my money. Okay. You heard that story if you're on my Instagram stories. So that was the only exception. But to me, Instagram stories is not curated content. That is absolutely free flowing. Now, some people curate it and they pre record and they do all that. More power to them. Okay. But I really suggest you pick one platform and maximize it, use all the features, do all the things, and make it work for you. Now, those are my tips, unorthodox business tips to help you start and even, grow and sustain your business. If you've enjoyed this, please make sure you go subscribe to Build a Business with Chris, my new YouTube channel. And if you're like, Crystal, I'm ready to get help. I'm finally ready to start my business. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being scared. I'm sick and tired of waiting. I'm ready to start my business. The Brain to Business Bootcamp starts on January 8th. It's 8 weeks. Each week, we're going to go through one of our 4 things. The first 2 weeks are all about creating your business idea. The next 2 weeks are all about creating your offer. The next 2 weeks are all about pricing your offer. The final 2 weeks are all about choosing your social media platform that you're going to build your audience on and make sales. There's going to be a pre-recorded training each week you watch on your own. You're going to get a worksheet to help you take action and answer all the questions that you need to answer in order to create your business, your offer, your pricing. Then we're going to meet live every single week. So for 8 weeks, we're going to meet live on Zoom and we're going to discuss your answers. We're going to discuss what you're stuck with. I'm going to help you with anything that you need help with. There's also going to be a group chat via Voxer for us to chat throughout the week in between our coaching calls for you to get your questions answered. So if you're ready to start your business, go sign up for the Brain to Business Bootcamp. There's 10 spots available. There's also a promo code if you want to save $29 off of your first payment. The Brain to Business Bootcamp is $549. The payment plan is 4 payments of $149. Okay. So this program is the best program for beginners. I literally am walking with you and holding your hand and getting you to your business. So it's linked in my bio on TikTok and Instagram, and it's also in the description box of YouTube. Trisha says this is a necessary program. It absolutely is. I wanted to be able to help women at the beginning stages when you just started. When you know you want to start a business, but you don't know what that business is going to be. You don't know how to start. You don't know what to start with. You don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know any of that. You don't know how to figure out your pricing, right? You don't know how to figure out if you should sell a product or a service. I help you with all of that in the Brain to Business Bootcamp. This is one of my favorite programs that I've ever created. I've created a bunch of programs, a bunch of master classes, but I've done this program in a bunch of different forms. I've done it in 1 day. I've done it in 2 days. I've done it in 8 weeks. I love the 8 weeks. The 8 weeks is definitely my favorite version of this. So there's 10 spots available. We start on January 8th. There's a 4-part payment plan. Break it up. Do not let $500 hold you back from making tens of thousands of dollars in your business. Don't let it hold you back. Decide within yourself that you're ready to start your business, and let's do this. Are there any questions for me? Any questions before I go? Questions. Any questions? I'm trying to find my new lipsticks. I think they're in my purse downstairs. Any questions? You can also go to KristaMaximizer.com and click on Brain to Business Bootcamp. It's there as well. But does anybody have any questions about starting or growing or having your business? Any questions? Don't be shy. I don't bite. No questions? Okay. If you think of any questions after this, send me a DM on Instagram or TikTok at Chris the Maximizer. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. We have a new video going up tomorrow. I had a video go up yesterday, which was how to be consistent on social media. I posted that video yesterday, so you can go check that out. Leave me a comment. And then we have a new video that's going to be posted tomorrow as well. Yay! Thank you so much for subscribing. So excited to have you. And if you already have a business and you're like, I need coaching, I need support, I do have a 12-month group coaching program with the goal of helping you make $1,000 per month using social media. So you can send me a DM. That's called the Side Hustle Society. So you can send me a DM and we can chat about working together in there. Okay. Well, I want to thank y'all so much for joining me live. And I should be live tomorrow. We'll see how my schedule is. Hey Owen, thanks so much for joining. I'm actually about to hop off. But I want to thank y'all so much for watching me live. Send me a DM if you have any questions. And I'll hopefully see some of you on my live later this week. Bye.